There's a reason why women love when men pay attention to them. It feels good to be acknowledged and appreciated, and when a man ignores her, it can feel like he's rejecting her, and she may start to question herself and her worth. In this video, we'll explore the psychology of ignoring a woman and what you need to know in order to do it effectively. We'll also provide some tips on how you can make sure that you're not inadvertently ignored by the woman you're interested in. So, if you're ready to learn more about the art of ignoring women watching, what is the psychology behind ignoring a woman? The psychology behind ignoring a woman is that it creates a sense of mystery and intrigue. You see, when you ignore a woman, you're essentially saying that you're not interested in her and that she's not worthy of your attention. Now, this may seem like a counterintuitive way to get a woman's attention, but ignoring her can actually be a very effective way to make her notice you. Why? Because when you ignore a woman on purpose, you're playing on her natural desire to be wanted and appreciated. All women want to feel desired, and when you ignore her, you're sending the message that you find her irresistible. This may trigger her chase instinct and she could very well start to pursue you. And as much as you love a challenge, so do women. Of course, ignoring a woman is not without its risks. If you ignore a woman for too long, she could very well lose interest in you and move on. So you must know how to ignore a woman the right way if you want to make it work. But first, why do men ignore women? 12 reasons why relations between men and women can be highly nuanced. This is because ignoring a woman can mean different things to different people in different situations. As it's a popular tactic used by men for several reasons, let's break down the top 10 reasons why you might choose to ignore a woman. 1. To create a sense of mystery and intrigue. As we mentioned before, ignoring a woman can create a sense of mystery and intrigue. Here's the thing. We like what we can't have, and ignoring a woman makes her feel like she can't have you, which can be a very effective way to get her attention. When you ignore a woman, she'll start to wonder why you aren't interested in her. Consequently, she may want to find out more about you, but there's more to it than just that. By ignoring a woman, you're also indicating that you're not an easy catch. And this can be very appealing to women, as they like to feel like they're winning your affections. So if you want to create a sense of mystery and intrigue, ignoring a woman is a great way to do it. 2. You're the type who likes to play hard to get. When a man plays hard to get, he's essentially ignoring a woman in order to get her attention. And as we mentioned before, this can be a very effective way to make her notice you. Playing hard to get makes you more attractive to women because it makes you seem like a challenge. And as we all know, women love a good challenge. 3. You make an effort to seem more desirable to her. When a man chooses to ignore a woman, he's not just trying to get your attention. He's also trying to make himself seem more desirable. What does that mean? Well, by ignoring her, you're indicating that you're not interested in her. And this can make you seem more desirable because it makes you seem like a challenge. Women love challenges, and ignoring a woman is a great way to get her attention while also making yourself more attractive to her. Again, it may sound counterintuitive, but it's true. 4. You realize you're not ready for a relationship. Ignoring a woman can also be a way for a man to show that he's not ready for a relationship. Perhaps he's just come out of a long-term relationship, or maybe he's not looking for anything serious at the moment. Look, relationships can be complicated. And sometimes the best thing to do is to just take a step back and focus on ourselves. There's nothing wrong with being single. In fact, it can be quite liberating. I know that the decision to hold off on a relationship can be a tough one, especially when societal norms pressure us into coupling up. But if you find yourself pulling away or even ignoring a woman, it may be an indication that you're not ready to commit. I've been there too, feeling the weight of societal expectations telling me that I should be in a relationship. 5. You're secretly attracted to a woman. The classic move of practically every teeny bopper movie is to have the guy ignore the girl because he's attracted to her. And while this might seem cliché, it has some truth to it. When a man is attracted to a woman, he'll often try to play it cool by ignoring her. He doesn't want to seem too interested, as he doesn't want to come across as desperate. So, if you think a guy is ignoring you because he's attracted to you, there's a good chance that you're right. Of course, this isn't always the case, but it's definitely something to consider. 6. You're not interested in her. The exact opposite of the reason above. You may decide to ignore a woman because you're not interested in her. As if that's not enough, ignoring a woman can also be your way to send a message that you're not interested. While this may seem like a mean thing to do, doing so sometimes seems necessary. After all, if you're not interested in someone, why would you want to lead them on? It's better to just be honest and upfront from the beginning. 7. You're seriously busy with other things in your life. Schedule conflicts are bound to happen, and when they do, it's often necessary to put other things ahead of your love life. Choosing to ignore a woman because you're busy with work, school, or other obligations is perfectly understandable. After all, we can't always control when we're available. And in reality, there may be times the only breather you get from your busy schedule is ignoring the woman you're interested in. Frustrating as it may seem, ignoring a woman because you're busy is sometimes unavoidable. It's not personal, it's just practical. 8. You have self-esteem issues on how to behave around a woman. While some men can be assertive and confident around women, others don't know how to act. They might feel shy or awkward, and ignoring her is their way of hiding this fact. Of course, if you decide to do this, you could come across as awkward and less confident. The key is to find a balance. Be assertive, but don't be too overbearing. Be confident, but don't be cocky. I have to admit, I've grappled with this balance myself. What really helped me gain clarity was taking a short and simple self-love quiz from Ruda Iande. This free quiz doesn't just scratch the surface. Even though it's simple, it can help you delve deep into your emotional and mental state to assess how you truly feel about yourself. It was a wake-up call for me, highlighting areas where my self-esteem was lacking and affecting how I interact with women. Based on my experience, I'm sure it can also help you work on your self-esteem issues and gain actionable insights to improve your behaviors around women. 9. She may already be taken or married. Picture this. You meet this lady who seems to connect with you on every level, intellectually, spiritually, and physically. You share the same values, love the same foods, and even have the same taste in movies. You're thinking to yourself, this is it, I've found my soulmate. But then you find out that she's already taken or married. It can be quite a frustrating and heartbreaking experience. But the truth is, ignoring a woman because she's already taken or married may just be the way to go. I know it sounds harsh, but if you think about it, it makes sense. If she's already taken or married, that means that she's not available. And if she's not available, then there's no point in pursuing her, is there? It might seem like you're ignoring her for the wrong reasons, but in reality, you're ignoring her for the right ones. 10. You don't really care about her. There are many possible reasons why a guy might ignore a girl, but one of the most common is that he simply doesn't care. You see, deciding to ignore a woman is often a conscious decision. It's not something that you do without thinking about it first. Of course, not everyone in your life's going to be worth your time and energy. And if you don't care about someone, ignoring them is usually the easiest thing to do. The thing is, we all have a finite amount of time and energy. You can't afford to waste it on people who don't bring any value to your life. So if a woman's not meeting your standards, cut ties with them so that you have more bandwidth for people who do. 11. You like playing mind games that challenge women. Ignoring a woman can also be a way of playing mind games. For example, you might ignore her to see how she reacts, or you might be ignoring her to make her feel jealous or to get her attention. Let's be real. Mind games can be fun and they can sometimes work in your favor. A little bit of healthy competition can actually be a good thing. But at the same time, mind games can also be manipulative. This could result in a woman ignoring you back. Worse, she could get hurt in the process. Whatever mind games you might be playing, just be sure to think about the possible consequences before you make your move. 12. You live in misery and have a fear of rejection. When it comes to interacting with women, many men are held back by their misery and fear of rejection. This fear can manifest in a number of ways: avoiding situations where they might be rejected, focusing on signs that indicate interest, or trying to read their partner's feelings by responding to her messages and advances. Whatever the manifestation may be, one thing is clear: this fear can prevent men from putting themselves out there and making a move. and in some cases it might even lead to ignoring her altogether. Of course, being rejected is never fun, but it's important to remember that rejection is a part of life. It happens to everyone. The key is to not let your fear of rejection hold you back. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you've made it this far, drop a comment below with the word 2024 so I know you're still with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.